Welcome back to the Nap Lab. Today, we're reviewing the Glacier Summit mattress. The Summit is a 13-inch memory foam hybrid made of memory foam in the top layer, transitional polyfoam, and a hybrid coil unit on the bottom. Glacier is a new company that launched in 2024, and the Summit is the middle tier of 3 hybrid models they offer. Based on our test of the other 2 Glacier models, we found that Glacier offers fantastic performance and a great price. One of the big questions we're asking today is, why choose the Summit over the original or the Apex models? And of course, is this actually a good mattress? We ran the mattress through our battery of 10 objective and data-driven tests to find out. First up, here's our performance scorecard for the Glacier Summit. It scored a perfect 10 for its company policies. It also received scores in the low 9s for cooling, motion transfer, edge support, and pressure relief. Not far behind, we see response time at an 8.4 and off-gassing at an 8.9. Finally, the lowest score belongs to Sex with a 7.6. Altogether, the Summit earned an overall performance score of 8.94. This puts it within the top 24% of the nearly 300 mattresses we've tested to date. Regarding firmness, the Glacier Summit is available in a single firmness option, which gives it a medium firm feel. On our firmness scale, it's a 6 out of 10, where 10 is the most firm. Next, we're going to talk through what the Glacier Summit does best. First, the mattress has great cooling performance. Its design choices and material quality make it highly breathable so that it can dissipate heat extremely quickly. Second, the price for a queen-size Glacier Summit is only $10.99 at the time of recording this review. This is a fantastic price that is 20% less expensive than the average cost of a queen mattress based on all of our tests to date. Third, the Summit has excellent pressure relief. Beyond feeling 0 pressure point buildup, it is comfortable and feels great to lie on. However, all mattresses aren't ideal for all sleepers. Let's talk through the important consideration points for the Summit. First, due to the memory foam top layer, the responsiveness is a little slower than average. However, it's not by much and should not be noticeable by most sleepers. Second, the low balance the Summit offers can make sex a bit more strenuous. Finally, the mattress has a deep level of sinkage that may not be ideal for everyone, but will be perfect for some. Your body weight and sleep position impact the types of mattress that are best able to support you. Our analysis is designed to help match the correct mattress to the right body types and sleeping positions. Support on the Glacier Summit is excellent. During our test, I felt well supported in all sleeping positions. The mattress is equipped with an 8-inch support layer. This is 0.13 inches thicker than the average support layer thickness of 7.87 inches based on all of our tests to date. Equally importantly, the mattress also has a 5-inch comfort layer. That extra thick comfort layer provides extra pressure relief, which enables you to stay comfortable in the same sleeping position. In fact, the Glacier Summit is suitable for all sleeping positions up to 300 pounds. The mattress has zone support with a reinforced quilted cover with extra lumbar support and an extra foam layer between the first polyfoam layer and quilted cover. Zonal support helps provide extra support where most sleepers carry most of their weight. It's less common to see zone support layers in mattresses at this price point, so I was pleasantly surprised to find it here. Based on all of our tests to date, an analysis of the materials, and my subjective experiences, I'm confident most sleepers will find support on the Summit is excellent. Be sure to visit us over at naplab.com/mattress-quiz. There, you can submit your needs and preferences, and we'll send you back a personalized recommendation based on your inputs. Next up, we're going to move on to our individual performance tests. At Nap Lab, we test each mattress by analyzing according to 10 different factors that impact the feel, comfort, and performance. First up, we have a cooling test. To measure cooling, we lie on the mattress for 15 minutes, allowing it to absorb body heat. Then we get off the mattress and take periodic measurements of the surface level temperature. Our tests show how the mattress retains and releases heat and overall cooling performance. Mattresses that breathe better, retain less heat, and sleep cooler are better as they allow sleepers to maintain a comfortable temperature. The Glacier Summit has excellent cooling. During our test, I did not feel any significant level of heat retention around my body. The mattress cover has a notable cooling feel. The Summit uses the same cooling cover as the more expensive Glacier Apex model. Both the Summit and Apex models had notably better cooling than the less expensive Glacier Original. The mattress has a number of cooling advantages going for it, including the cooling cover, hybrid design, gel memory foam, and general high quality of the foam layers. In our objective temperature test, we measured a max surface level temperature of 90.4 degrees Fahrenheit. This is 0.7 degrees more than the average of 89.7 degrees based on all of our tests to date. When we consider the combination of objective data, my subjective experiences, and an analysis of the materials, I'm confident in my view that cooling is excellent. For the sinkage test, we lie on the mattress. In addition, we use a 12-pound medicine ball to test pressure point sinkage. Deeper sinkage can cause sleepers to feel overly enveloped by the material layers, while less sinkage can make you feel you're sleeping more on top of the mattress as opposed to in it. Sinkage is a preference factor. Some prefer more, others less. The Glacier Summit has deep sinkage. During our test, we measured a pressure point sinkage depth of 2.33 inches. This is 0.17 inches more sinkage than the average sinkage depth of 2.16 inches based on all of our tests to date. The mattress creates a more significant and notable body contouring hug. However, because of the ratio of polyfoam to memory foam, the hug isn't excessive or extreme. I never felt stuck in the mattress or overly enveloped. The mattress is still highly responsive, so it's easy to move around on and change positions during the night. While the Summit technically falls within the deep tier of our sinkage scale, it only slipped into that threshold by 0.02 inches. To test motion transfer, we place one 12-pound medicine ball on one side of the mattress and drop another 12-pound medicine ball on the opposite side. In addition, we use an accelerometer to objectively measure the motion generated by the medicine ball drop. Lower motion transfer is better as it helps sleeping partners avoid disturbing each other during the night. The Glacier Summit has a very low level of motion transfer. During our test, we measured a total acceleration range of 6.77 meters per second squared. This is 23% less motion transfer than the average of 8.74 meters per second squared. The Summit has several factors helping to reduce motion transfer, but certainly the most significant is the lower level of bounce. At 7.35 inches of total bounce, the mattress has notably less than average. The lower bounce simply means there is less energy being returned by movements on the mattress, which means less motion transfer. The thick 5-inch comfort layer and 2-inch memory foam layer are both working together to greatly reduce bounce and therefore motion as well. In our motion transfer chart, which visualizes our accelerometer data, we can see the highest motion peaks from 0 to 0.15 seconds. Motion drops down notably thereafter, and by 0.80 seconds, we return to near zero levels of energy. Overall, I'm pleased with the level of motion. Motion intensity is well below average, and while motion duration is a bit longer than is ideal, the majority of motion is dispersed very quickly. I don't expect motion transfer will be a problem for most sleepers. To test response time, we place a 12-pound medicine ball on the mattress. Once it's fully at rest, we then quickly remove it and objectively measure the amount of time it takes for the mattress to recover and resume its original shape. A faster response time is better, as quicker responding material layers better adapt to your changes in movement and prevent any type of a stuck feeling. The Glacier Summit is a mixed bag for material responsiveness, with a fast, mostly recovered response time and a moderate, fully recovered response time. In our mostly recovered test, we measured a recovery speed of 0.4 seconds, which is 0.02 seconds faster than the average of 0.42 seconds based on all of our tests to date. In our fully recovered responsiveness test, we measured a recovery speed of 1.2 seconds, which is 0.24 seconds slower than the average of 0.96 seconds. The mattress uses a 2-inch gel memory foam layer, which creates more contour and hug, but also has a slower material responsiveness. It's this specific gel memory foam layer that's taking a bit longer to fully reform back to its original shape. Polyfoam layers and coil unit within the mattress return to shape effectively instantly. Ideally, we always want to see faster responsiveness. While the fully recovered response time is slower than average, it's nothing that's terribly concerning. The mattress still remains easy to move around on and avoids any type of stuck feeling. To run the bounce test, we drop a 12-pound medicine ball onto the mattress. We measure the maximum depth the ball sinks to before rebounding up, as well as the maximum height it achieved on the bounce. Bounce is a preferential factor. Some prefer more, others less. However, more bounce is typically better than less, as it improves ease of movement, aids in response time, and improves sex performance. The Glacier Summit has a low level of bounce. During our test, we measured a total bounce height of 7.35 inches. This is 2.06 inches less bounce than the average of 9.41 inches based on all of our tests to date. The thick 5-inch foam comfort layer, in combination with 2.0 inches of gel memory foam, are both significant factors in reducing bounce. These foam layers greatly absorb and disperse much of the energy, which results in less bounce. That lower bounce means that motion transfer is notably lower, which we objectively confirmed with our motion transfer accelerometer test. However, it also means that sex performance is significantly negatively impacted. We'll discuss this in a little bit. For an assessment of edge support, I lie on and sit on the edge of the mattress to measure the level of support and compression. Less sinkage while sitting and lying directly on the edge of the mattress is better, as it creates a more supportive edge for sleeping, lounging, and amorous activities. The Glacier Summit has good sitting edge support and outstanding lying edge support. In our sitting edge support test, we measured a sitting sinkage compression of 4.50 inches. This is 0.45 inches more sitting sinkage than the average of 4.05 inches based on all of our tests to date. While sitting directly on the edge, I felt well supported and there was no collapse in materials. Certainly, sitting edge support could have been better, but at this price point, it's really hard to complain too much. Lying edge support was more impressive. While lying directly on the edge of the mattress, I felt the support was outstanding in all sleeping positions. The Glacier Summit uses 2 rows of reinforced coils that run along the left and right sides of the mattress. These types of coils are typical in many types of hybrid mattresses. However, the quality and performance of these particular coils is notably better than the average. Given the price point, it makes the edge support performance all the more impressive. Notably, the mattress does not have reinforced edge support coils at the head or foot of the mattress, so of course, edge support there isn't going to be as robust. While it would have been preferable to have full perimeter edge support coils, only having them on the sides of the mattress does help to keep the costs down. Our sex test uses a weighted formula to assess sex performance. Higher bounce and more supportive edges are the most important factors, with noise, pressure relief, and cooling being lesser weighted inputs. Mattresses with more bounce and better edge support perform better for sex, as do mattresses that don't make as much noise and are more comfortable to lie on. The Glacier Summit has fair sex performance. On the positive side, noise is minimal and both pressure relief and cooling is excellent. In the middle, we have edge support, which earned a good score, albeit one that certainly isn't amazing either. At 4.50 inches of sitting sinkage compression, it's certainly more sinkage at the edge than we'd like to see. On the not so good side of things, we have bounce at just 7.35 inches. This is notably lower than the average and is the greatest single factor that limits sex performance on the mattress. Our pressure relief test is a measure of overall pressure relief performance. We analyze materials, layers, thicknesses, density, and design elements in conjunction with a subjective assessment of our experience while lying on the mattress. Mattresses with better pressure relief are able to create a more comfortable sleeping surface. The Glacier Summit has an excellent level of pressure relief. During our test, I felt no significant level of pressure points anywhere on my body. The mattress is comfortable, relieves pressure, and just feels great to lie on. The Summit is equipped with 5 inches of comfort material, including a 1-inch quilted cover, 2-inch gel memory foam layer, and a 2-inch polyfoam layer. The Glacier Summit has 0.84 inches more comfort material than the average comfort layer thickness of 4.16 inches based on all of our tests to date. That extra comfort material, in combination with the excellent foam quality, is a big reason the mattress is able to create ample pressure relief. In our pressure mapping test, we measured a max PSI of 1.31 while on my side, with back and stomach sleep PSI coming in at 1.02 and 1.06 respectively. A PSI of 2.0 is considered a high pressure point, and the Glacier Summit was well south of that benchmark in all sleeping positions. When I consider the objective pressure mapping test, material thickness, material quality, and my subjective experience on the mattress, I'm confident most sleepers will find pressure relief to be excellent. To evaluate off-gassing, we assess the mattress following the initial unboxing, taking a subjective measure of any strong smells. We monitor the mattress over a period of days until the mattress no longer has a strong odor. Mattresses with less strong odor and/or an odor dissipates more quickly are better. The Glacier Summit had a strong smell upon initial unboxing. The mattress smelled for 4 days. This is 2.4 days less than the average smell duration of 6.4 days. The company score takes a look at the factors that may influence your experience with the mattress. Factors include length of the trial period, warranty, shipping costs, return costs, trust, and country of origin. The Glacier Summit comes with a 365-night trial period and a lifetime warranty. Shipping and returns are both free. Overall, this checks pretty much all the boxes we look for in a good company. I would recommend the Glacier Summit for sleepers who are looking for a memory foam hybrid that doesn't break the bank. At $1,100 for a queen, you're getting the second highest mattress tier from Glacier, and is still $276 less expensive than the average mattress price. Furthermore, I think it's a great balance between classic memory foam with modern adjustments and a hybrid design and quality materials. Its sinkage is deep, but not too deep. Its response is somewhat slow, but not too slow, and it has excellent cooling for a memory foam mattress. The low motion transfer also makes this a great option for those who worry about their sleep being disturbed by their partner's movements during the nights. All that said, I still have a bit of a hard time recommending the Summit only because the other two Glacier models are a bit better. The Glacier original model is cheaper, and the Apex is not so much more expensive to stop most sleepers from buying it. So I think the best advice is to go with the Apex if your budget can stretch to that $1,400 mark, or just go with the original if you need something under $1,000. Well guys, that's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. Comments or questions, please drop us those notes down below. If you're interested in buying the mattress, we've got a link in the description. For more from NapLab, be sure to get subscribed, ring that bell, and visit us over at naplab.com. As always, thank you so much for watching.